So day one of this progression actually started at my pool. Before just throwing dubs onto the grass and probably getting hurt, I figured it'd be smart to do some double fulls in my pool just to get like a feel of it. If you have a trampoline, you could also use that. But yeah, I just kind of walked up to my diving board and just started ripping out double twists. Now obviously my form wasn't that great, like I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I didn't know how to pencil out or have that like perfect double full form. I was pretty much just doing like a normal full but trying to hold the tuck a little bit longer. So I kept trying those for another hour into the pool, and then I eventually took it to the ground. And then eventually I worked up enough courage to actually try out my first ever double full onto the pads. And that's pretty much what they look like for the next couple months. Still having the issue of not penciling out, not getting straight in my fulls. All my attempts pretty much looked like an over-rotated cart full. So after asking around for a bunch of tips, I remember someone telling me that I should learn how to do like a 720 vertical twist before learning how to double full. Like a standing vertical twist. Oh god. And so that day I pretty much progressed to standing 360 jump into a 720. And I'm super happy because that was my first time ever doing 2 twists in the air. So after learning that 720, I actually had a really good idea to turn that into a double full. I pretty much came up to my room and started doing the same exact thing I was doing down there but onto my bed. And this felt crazy, like doing it in my room was super weird. But this actually gave me that like double full feeling. And I eventually got scared because I thought I was gonna hit this fan with my foot. So I then got a bunch of pads, threw them onto the grass, and did the same exact thing I was doing in my room, but onto these pads. And then I started to throw cart double fulls again because I felt great, like my 720s were really good. But unfortunately, they didn't look any better. I still just couldn't pencil out my double fulls. Even though I was doing so many 720s onto the pads, for some reason I couldn't transfer it over into my cart double full. So after that, I kind of quit for a while because I also had this like really bad attempt where I slammed on my back. I was just kind of fed up with not being able to do this trick. So at this point, it's probably like 6 months later after I initially started learning cart double fulls, I started to get more motivation for this trick because I really wanted to learn it this year. So I knew right away I had to keep repping those 720 twists onto the pads until it basically became second nature. I was out there every single day dragging the pads out onto the yard and just repping double fulls onto it until it became super easy to do. And after months of practicing it, I finally got better at double fulls. You could even see through the little progression how much quicker my spin got, how much more confident I was just throwing double fulls. So I then went back to the original spot where I threw my first ever double full, and I finally freaking did it. My first ever 720 pencil technique dub. I didn't land it, but it was my first time ever having like that good double full technique or just like penciling out in the air. I was so happy, like after all those months of struggling with this trick and just not understanding it, I was able to actually have the good technique. So before I go on and just show you guys the progression until I actually land the trick, I do want to mention that this trick was terrifying for me to go for. You're gonna see a bunch of attempts like one after another, but in reality, it was not like that at all. The next 30 seconds of this video was like a span of 5 months of me doing this trick. I was only able to do like 5 or 10 dubs a day because of how scary it was for me. There were some days where I couldn't even do it. I went weeks without doing it. A large portion of that time I could only do it onto pads. And if you're going through the same thing, like it's totally normal. I just wanted to tell you that before I just showed you all the attempts until I landed it. So here we go. Here's my progression, the rest of the progression, I guess. So enjoy.
You
So there it is, my cart double full progression video. Just keep in mind that your progression may be different than mine. I remember watching people's like cart dub progression and be like, why can't I do that? Like, how are they doing it so easily? Sometimes you just gotta do it your own way and figure out like your own technique or your own like methods to learn a trick. Like doing the 720 twist onto my bed and then onto the pads. Like, I've never seen people do that before. That's just kind of something I randomly thought of. So integrating your own like little technique, your own little like hacks to learn tricks is like the best way to learn stuff. So good luck to you in learning this trick. I hope this video helps, like I said before. If it did, drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Also, you can drop a comment on like any questions you have with cart dubs. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. I'm still not a master at this trick. Like, I still struggle landing it sometimes, but it's an easy trick for me to go for. Like, I'm not scared of it anymore, so that's good, thankfully. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.